What's up, Taurus? How are you guys doing? It's time for your weekly check-in. We gonna see what's happening with y'all in the last week of July. Is it July week? Oh, I mistitled it, didn't I? Oops. I put July week 4. I'm gonna have to change that when I'm done with this. It's July week 5. Sorry about that. I just now realized that. That's had me screwed up all month. Does July always have 5 weeks, or does it like depend? I've never had to count the weeks of the month until I started doing these weekly check-ins. So, anywho, July week 5. Forgive me. So remember, weekly check-ins are just a short, sweet, quick, general, energetic overview. If any of you are in need of a personal reading, all the information is in the description of this video. Or you can just go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. But the link is in the description. The number 1 pick is my new general personal readings. You ain't got to ask me nothing. You ain't got to tell me nothing. All you got to do is click what you want read, and I do the rest. Super quick, efficient, easy, and cheap. But I offer more than that, and you can read up about it on my website. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see what we can tell you about your situation and the person that you're dealing with in the last week of July. What can we tell Taurus about their situation and the person they're dealing with in the last week of July? Let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, oh, it looks like a reconnection might end up happening here. Every time, dude. Every time. Every time I'm thinking there's some action, and something like this comes out. So how about this? The person you're dealing with is contemplating reconnecting with you. Contemplating. For some of you, maybe they're just straight up giving you the silent treatment, but I think they're contemplating it, but they're holding back because they're not sure if it would just turn into a bunch of drama. Especially if this is somebody that you parted ways with in a very dramatic way, you know? So, man, I feel like this person got some feelings for you, though. They just don't know. It's not that they don't know how to approach you. I just don't think they know if it would be a good idea. Does that make sense? They don't know if it would be a good idea. I think they're afraid that you're still mad at them, or just that you're mad at them in general. Let's see their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. How do they feel about you at the deepest level? Oh, there we go. Okay. Page of Wands reversed. See, 8 of Cups reversed again. See? They do be checking in on you from time to time. I think they want to talk to you. Been trying to find somebody new, but not really had a whole lot of success with that. I don't know if they just can't find nobody, or if no matter who they talk to or date or fuck with, they just can't get you off their mind. I don't know. Haven't had a whole lot of success in replacing you, though. Like I said, man, we got King of Cups upright, 8 of Cups reversed twice in a row. Kind of feels to me like, I think what it is they're just wondering if you have feelings for them too. I don't think, this is the weird part. This is what I'm having a hard time describing. I don't feel an energy of them sitting there with their fingers crossed hoping to get with you. But it's more like, I just want to know how you feel about me. Just out of curiosity. And they're not thinking past that. It's not like, well, if I find out you have feelings for me, then we'll come together and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's like an itch. It's like an itch that I can't scratch, just wondering where I stand with you, you know? It honestly doesn't really look like it's coming from a bad place. It really don't. Y'all know me, right? You know I'm gonna tell you. Do I got any new faces in here? My channel has not stopped growing since 2018. So I know I got some new faces in here. I'm gonna tell you if I see some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, there's some rumors that float around the internet that I'm just the most negative asshole. I'm an honest reader. I read what comes through. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not one of those tarot readers who sprinkles sugar on the reading to make it sound cute because I'm so scared of your mean, angry comments. I don't give a fuck about your mean, angry comments. That don't mean nothing to me. I'm gonna read what comes through. So when I say I don't see nothing negative, I don't see nothing negative. I really don't. I do not. So let's grab the advice. Let's see if it'll be a good idea to communicate with this person. Because that right there is about the closest to something negative that I've seen in this person's energy. Now, if this was surrounded by a bunch of other negative shit, then it would be bad. But for this to be the only negative card in their energy, that's just any normal human, you know? Any normal human's going to have something negative attached to them at some point in time, you know? Let's see what the advice is, though. What's the advice for Taurus? Oh, shit. I was wondering if that was going to come out. Okay, well, this is a general reading, so I'm going to try to generalize it the best that I can. So closure has to happen. Now, I know that if you've spent any time on my channel, you've probably heard me talk about, you know, writing someone a closure message, which, I mean, I think none of us want to do that. None of us like doing that. I only resort to that as like the last case scenario. If I've been working on healing this and releasing this for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and I just can't release this energetic tie. There's just this energy that I can't fucking get rid of. And it's just weighing on me. That's when I'll resort to shooting a closure message. As like a last case scenario. Now that's just me. I'm not saying do it like me. I guess it would depend on how long it's been. How long has this situation been like on the rocks, or whatever is going on between the two of you? How long has it been since you've separated or been in on bad terms or whatever? If it's only been a few months, I think I would focus on doing a little bit more of my own healing and whatnot. But if this is something that's been a while, you know, one thing that I hear a lot of, people dealing with a past person that they parted ways with back during the pandemic. A lot of that, because a lot of couples broke up back then when everybody got stuck in their house and shit, you know? And then the energy started flaring and the tension was high, and a lot of couples broke up back then. And a lot of them come to me. Still feeling really tightly, energetically tied to the person. That is plenty of time. If this is somebody you broke up with 2020, 2021, I think it's about time for a closure message. I think so. And you have to check your intentions going into it. You have to check your intentions going into it. If you have an expectation of how you want that conversation to go, don't do it. If you have an expectation of something other than closure happening as a result of this conversation, don't do it. Closure means I'm clearing the energy out. That's all it means. It means that I'm letting you know that the energy is clear on my end. That's all it means. That's all it means. And then let that sink in for a little bit. I like to wait around 2 months. After I shoot someone a closure message, 2 months later, I'll stop, think back, feel it out, and ask myself, do I feel an energetic shift? I always do. To this day, at least. I've done that 5 or 6 times in the last 5 or 6 years. Had to shoot somebody a closure message. And every single time, 2 months later, I feel a massive energetic shift. Massive. But don't get ahead of yourself. Cross that bridge when you get to it, okay? And hell, maybe in the perfect world, that's a good enough energetic shift for the two of you to come back together with a clean slate. And that would increase the chances of a successful reconciliation. Nothing guarantees anything, but that would increase the chances. All right, let's shift gears now. Let's see what's going on with your love interest. Person that you're interested in. Two more shuffles. 1 and 2. Boom. Knight of Swords. 7 of Wands, though. Okay. So, yeah. I see a conversation happening. And with the 7 of Wands, Knight of Swords, it looks like a little bit of a awkward conversation. But I do, however, think that a love offer is being made. It's going to be a little awkward, a little bit weird, a little bit strange, a little bit funny. But I do think that it will end up resulting in a love offer being made. I think so. Some of y'all interested in somebody at the workplace, possibly. Got a lot of workplace energy in here. A whole lot. So, yeah. Okay, that's about all I can get out of that. Let's see what signs I have on the table. Taurus, I always have Taurus. When I read for y'all, the Empress always comes out. Every fucking time. Who else do I got here? I got Leo. This is a weird deck because they're all themed the same. You know, most tarot decks, each suit has a different theme to it, like a different color. These are all themed to look so fucking similar that it's hard. You got to look at them real close because they all look the same, you know? All right. Well, let's see how they feel about you. How's this person feel about Taurus universe? King of Pentacles reverse. Page of Pentacles reverse. King of Cups reverse. Right, so this person does have an interest in you. Now, here's the weird thing. They have an interest in you, but they are nervous about this connection. Now, the funny thing is that usually when you see this, and where'd it go? And you see this, and you see this, Usually what comes through behind that is that they're intimidated by you. I really don't have the card for that here, but I would kind of assume that maybe they are a little bit intimidated. Because that energy usually follows this combination where they have a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection, Usually something regarding intimidation will come out, but I don't see that here. So I guess I'm just speculating, but they do have an interest in you. I just think they're nervous about this connection. Afraid of abandonment, afraid of rejection, which always stems back to low self-confidence, low self-esteem, shit like that, Plus, this person's a horrible communicator. Horrible communicator, but again, not coming from a bad place. But again, just because they ain't coming from a bad place doesn't guarantee they ain't going to do bad things. Just saying, where it's coming from isn't a place of malevolence, or manipulation or anything like that. So, alrighty. Well, let's see how this plays out. What's the outcome here? How's it playing out? What's the outcome? Ten of Wands. Yeah, like I said, I think a love offer is being made. There's just some tension there, man. Some nervousness. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tense. I think a love offer is being made. It's just, how do you explain that when you first connect with somebody new and you feel that awkwardness, that nervousness, and that feeling of like anticipation? I don't know how to explain it. But it looks like that's how it's starting off, probably for the first several weeks, too. I don't think it's going to be a start quick, end quick type of thing. It's going to be a start slow, take off slow. And honestly, if it keeps going down this energetic pathway, it'll probably end slow, too. All right, well, let's grab the advice. What's the advice? This is going to require some patience. It's going to require some patience and emotional independence. Now, when I say this, that's not my way of saying do this. I'm just saying, if you want to keep this going, it's going to require some patience. I think this person's pretty stuck in their ways, and making an energetic shift is going to be a slow process for them. So you're going to have to let them do their own thing on their own terms. You're going to have to let them let their guard down on their own terms. This is not the type of person that you can be pushy and demanding with. Oh, they will boot, scoot, and boogie on out of there so fast you won't even see them. It'll be like on the cartoons back in the day. Poof, you just see a cloud of smoke, and then it clears and they be gone. Now again, I'm not saying do or don't do this. The question is, do you believe it's worth it enough to put up with that? I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. Just ask yourself that. Is it worth potentially putting up with this for the first 6 to 8 months, possibly even a year? Is it worth that? I'm going to tell you where I stand with it. If it was me, I don't think it would be worth it. Not really. I mean, that's just me. I'm not saying that if you don't feel the way I feel that you're wrong and I'm right. That's just, we all see things differently, We're all willing to put up with different shit. I'm just personally the type of person that when I'm single and I'm by myself, in order to bring you into my life, You gotta be special. You gotta be special. You gotta be really cut from a different ass fucking cloth. Like, seriously. We know everybody claims that they are, but very few people actually fucking are. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't just gonna let any random Joe Blow or Jane Doe waltz into my life. Well, I'm happily married now, but back in the day when I was single and dating, I ain't just gonna connect with any random Joe Blow or Jane Doe. Anytime I've ever done that, it's nothing but drama and just, I would rather die alone than, bring somebody into my life that's just nothing but drama all the time. Insecure and all that. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. That's just me, though. Again, I'm not saying that my way is right and your way is wrong. Everybody's different. It's going to require some patience with this person, though. If you're going to have to give this person a big, long leash. Let them know that they're free to do what they want and be who they are on their own terms. So eventually, ideally, they get the idea that you're not going to judge them for who they are. And that's really, at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, that's all it really takes to get someone to let their guard down. Unless, the only exception to that is someone who's running from themselves. That's what you have to identify. Some people have their guard up not to keep you out, but some people are guarding themselves against themselves. They don't even want to look at what's going on in here. If they're trying to hide from themselves, they damn sure ain't gonna let you in down there when they don't even want to see it themselves. So there's potential here, just gonna take some patience. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is down here in the description, all right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.